All right, we are live right now. This Monday morning is another day, okay, another opportunity to look at the crypto market, all right, and look at possible scalping opportunities to make money trading crypto. And currently, as you can see on my chart right now, I'm looking at the XVG USDT token. I started trading this token as early as 3, I think 2 a.m. or thereabout, okay? But what I didn't realize was that the token will continue to pump, okay? Which is why I always prefer to always look at my laptop before I take a trade. That trade was taken on my phone alone. I didn't look at the analysis. I just looked at it that, oh, it was pumping. Maybe before the day breaks, it will dump and all of that. But to my surprise, this has not dumped yet. But right now, for this particular token, okay, before we go to all of the token, Vincent, before we go to all of the token you've highlighted on the comment, all right, for this particular token, it is a sell for me, all right? It's still a sell for me, guys. All right, you can enter right now with market order, or alternatively, you can wait for the token to get up to this resistance level, right? The resistance level I want this token to start rejecting from is around 0.0052. All right, 0.0052. Okay, so if you put it at 522, 524, wherever you prefer, okay, just make sure that you are entering this trade right now. I'm already in that trade and I'm gradually adding to my positions. Okay, I think I entered at 0.0048. Yeah, that's where I entered, but I'm gradually adding to that position. Let me see if I can push my entry level to around 50 or even 51, okay? But I see this token coming down. So for this particular token, the pump that we started experiencing since this morning, let's see how many percent we've done so far. How many percent have we done so far? Over 17 to 20%. Okay. Yeah. So for this particular token, it is a sell for me, guys. It is a sell for me. So you can open a sell right now with market order, or alternatively, you can wait for it to kiss this resistance level, which is at 0.0052. All right. That is exactly what I am looking at for this particular token. So I will allow that to play out and see how it goes. I'm already in that trade and I'm seeing, massive losses already, but I'll continue to add to the position until I get, I get it right. Okay. Until I get it right. All right. I'm trading on cross mode actually, but my liquidation is still very far. All right. So you can go to lower time frame and allow this to play out. But right now it is a market order entry. Okay. It is a market order entry, or you can just wait for it to kiss that level and then you go ahead and take it to the downside. Alternatively, you can plot your trend line, okay, and wait for a break of that trend line. But to me, enter with market order, and I bet you this token will definitely play out, and you'll be able to, reap some profit from this particular token. Okay, so that is exactly what I'm looking at. This is the first token I have on my list, and I have a trade I've been holding for a while now, Pepe. And then I have other tokens that I've traded that I opened positions early this morning. So I had OP, I had Uniswap and Unitoken and all of that. Okay. All right. So the first token you want us to look at, I'm already in Pepe for over 3 days or 4 days right now. I've been trading Pepe and Pepe doesn't want to go up. Okay. Pepe doesn't want to go up. But we'll look at how today ends. Yeah, today is the end of the month. So the close of the candle will be today, later today, and all of that, few hours from now, and all of that. Okay. Let's see how today will close and if we're going to be bullish. If the next month August will be bullish for us. We'll find out all of that as we progresses into that. So for Pepe, let's look at Pepe, and I think it's 1,000 Pepe. So let's look at that and see what that particular coin holds for us. Okay, so any coin you want us to look at, I don't want to stay in this live stream for long. The next 30 minutes we should be done. Any coin you want us to look at, okay, just put it on the chart. I'll just go through it quickly before we call it a day. All right. So for Pepe, any entry would have been that yesterday pullback to this resistance, this support level, right? They pulled back to this support level. We've been rejecting at this support for a while now. Okay. So yeah, we were here a few days ago, and then yesterday we had that pullback back here again to the 618 level, right? That's 618 level. So we are currently rejecting from that level. And what I'm hoping to play out on Pepe is that I want to see a pump on Pepe. Okay, I want to see a pump on Pepe. I don't know how possible that is, but currently we're just there. All right. So it is a buy signal for me. So if you are buying at the 618 level, your entering should be right now. Okay, you should be entering around this area, or just wait maybe around 0.0012 124, 125 should be your entry for a buy. Okay, so I'm hoping that Pepper will actually all of a sudden start pulling back up and all of that. So this is what I have with my Fibonacci retracement tool all lined up here. So I want to see Pepper pull back to the 50% level and maybe start dropping again and all of that. But here is a buy for me, okay? For Pepper, it is a buy for me. So if you want to trade Pepper, be looking for, a long trade for Pepper, all right? Then the next token we'll have to look at is BNB. Okay, so let's look at what BNB holds for us. BNB USDT, I think we are still in that buy zone or thereabout. Okay, let me just open it up and see what is possible on BNB right now. Okay, let's see what's possible on BNB. Let the chart open up and yeah, so this token is still pumping and pumping and pumping. Okay, the SVG place, if you have not in that trade already, BNB, look at what I'm currently looking at. Okay, my entry is down here, right? My entry is down here, guys. My entry is down here. So though I missed this, right? Remember what we talked about, the break of trend line, right? Once you break your trend line, you wait for a retest. But this retest didn't come directly to the trend line. It came close to our support level here, right? You see this week? This week was where we would have entered a trade and take it to the upside. Okay, but right now I'm still hoping that there will be something, BNB will play out and come have a bounce here before going back up. That is exactly what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at entering BNB when it gets to 238, 237, or even 236 or thereabout. Okay, anywhere around this zone will be an entry for long for me, all right? So currently I'm not doing anything on BNB until it plays out, right? I want BNB to come back to this level before I can take a trade to the upside, right? This is currently what I'm looking at for BNB. Then for BTC, okay, BTC, let's look at what's possible with BTC right now. Yeah, we are still within this zone, okay? We are still within this area of 29,300. And remember, we've been going up, all right? We just go up. Right now, we are using the previous support level, previous resistance, support level as a resistance right now, okay? So this was our previous, sorry, let me take that off. Our previous support was around, that 29,500, 29,600, and right now we are using that area as a resistance, okay, until we break above this area, right? You see that candle, this candle here, pull up to around that 29,500, and then it started dropping again. So what I want to see is a break above this area. Anything above 29,500, then look at taking BTC to around 30,000 or even up to 31,000 or thereabout, okay? But if we break below this area, right? If we break below this area, I'm using this trend line here. Currently, we are just on top of that trend line. If we break below this trend line and then break it below this area that I drew here, okay, which is now our current support. If we break below this area, then you should be looking at taking BTC to as low as 28, 27, and all of that. Okay, so but right now for BTC, I'm just here. All right, I'm not in any trade on BTC yet, but what I want to see play out is if I break above this area of 29,500, maybe around 27, 28 or thereabout, I want to be taking a trade. Okay, 29,800, 29,700. I want to be taking a trade and targeting around $30,000 to $31,000. Right? That is exactly my setup for BTC right now. You can go to lower time frame, okay, and look for possible entering opportunity for BTC. But right now, we are still consolidating within this zone right here, okay? We're still consolidating within this zone. But right now, the way it is, I see BTC coming down. If you want to take a quick scalp, you can actually scalp and take BTC to around 29,100 or thereabout. But what I would personally do is wait for a rejection around this trend line and take BTC to the upside. Okay, anything can happen. With what BTC is doing right now, we are either waiting for a break to the upside or a break to the downside. A break to the downside will be going to around 28, 27, and as low as 26,000. But here, if we break above this area, we are taking it up to around, 30,000 or 30,000 plus. Okay. So yeah, for Litecoin, let's look at Litecoin. Litecoin, surprisingly, I was somehow really bearish on Litecoin. Okay. But surprisingly, from around, where is that? Around $90 or 18 something dollars or thereabout, Litecoin started pumping, okay? Started pumping during the weekend. And then right now, we are having that massive pullback here. Okay, we are having that massive pullback here. Currently, areas I'm looking at right now, you see this line here is serving as my support right now. Okay, this line here is serving as my support, and I can go to lower time frame and start looking for entries. Okay, I start looking for entries around this area. So I can bring this down here, guys. So let me bring it to the body. The wick is still there serving as a support, but this particular rectangular tool that I drew here, let me bring it to the current price, and then we use it to align things with that current move right here. Okay, so what I'm currently looking at right now is this area serving as a support right here. Okay, so the bodies of these candles are serving as a support. Remember, we broke above this resistance level. Okay, and now we are now using it as a support. This line here, we broke above it. Okay, went up as high as $95. Now we are now using this line here as our what? Our support, okay, as our support. So I want to wait to pick a trade at around $91, $92 to the upside. So for my entries, I'll be waiting for this to come back to this area, and then I'll pick a trade from there to the upside. If I bring my Fibonacci retracement tool and take it from here to the previous high here, okay, let's see possible areas. So around where we'll be looking for entries right now, we are sitting at that 618 level. So there's every probability that the market can start moving up from this 618 level to the upside. But personally, all right, I want to wait for it to come back to this base, which is the 786 level. If it comes back to that 786 level, I'm taking a trade to the upside. Okay, anything around $90, $91, $92, be looking at taking a trade to the upside for Litecoin. All right, for Litecoin, be looking at taking a trade to the upside. All right, so the next token we'll be looking at right now is Ethereum USDT, guys. Ethereum USDT, and currently, where are we? Let's look at 4 hours and see where we are on Ethereum right now. Okay, so currently, we just slightly came below. Yeah, I was looking at this. These are the setup I had that this will come back. Okay, let me just take this out of the way. All right, but what the one that is playing out right now is this short one. Okay, the short, which is this area of 1,800. Remember, we looked at this on Saturday. Was it on Saturday or Friday? We looked at Ethereum. This is currently the setup I have. Okay, so until we break above this level, right? This $1,880, right? This is still our resistance, right? So we rejected from that area and we came back down here. Though we didn't come back to the trend line. Okay, we did not come back to the trend line. But if I bring in another trend line from this area up there, you see that currently we are below that trend line, guys. So we are below that trend line. So if you are looking for entries, for a long entry, I'll be looking for a bounce at this trend line, maybe around $1,830, $1,840. I should be looking for a bounce at this trend line, and then I will take it to the upside, guys. Okay, I'll be looking for a bounce at this trend line, and I will take it to the upside. This particular trend line here, this is exactly where I'll be looking for a bounce. Okay, and I'll take it to the upside. Okay, this is exactly what I'm looking at for the for the Ethereum pair, or I can equally look at this area if I don't want it to wait until it gets to that trend line. Okay, we can just look at trading this area of consolidation, this period where Ethereum is consolidating right now. Okay, so we went back there, came back, went back there, came back here, and all of that. So what you want to wait for now, if you want to trade this period of consolidation, what you'll be waiting for is Ethereum comes back here at 1,855 or 1,850, you take it up there. And then if you reject at 1,882, you take it down. That is exactly what I'll be looking at for the Ethereum pair. Okay, so if I'm to trade this token, this is exactly what I'm looking at. All right, I will let this play out and then follow the market accordingly. Okay, so that is exactly what I am looking at for the Ethereum pair. So let's see how far or how long we can remain in this consolidation. Remember, when a breakout happens, we can either break to the upside or we'll break to the downside. Okay, smash that like button, guys. All right, smash that like button. Smash that like button if you are loving what we are doing here. Okay, smash that like button. The more likes we get, the more people will get to reach, guys. All right, so the next token here will be the Bitcoin Cash. Okay, so BCHUSDT. So for Ethereum, just let it play out. Okay, let it play out. If it comes to that bounce, that support area, and it bounces, take it up. If it goes to the resistance and it rejects, take it down, guys. Okay, so let's look at Bitcoin Cash right now. Yeah, I think we started having that pump last night, and then after the pump, yeah, I don't know. There's a news that one DeFi platform was hacked or thereabout. I believe that was the effect of this. But look at this. We didn't actually go below this trend line, guys. So I have this trend line plotted here, and then we broke above that trend line. So this would have been our retest, this long week here, and then you take it back to the upside. So for now, for me, for this particular token, it is long setup that I'm going to be looking for right here. Okay, but right now I can't enter Bitcoin Cash at the exact price where it is right now. So I'll be looking to, for the price to retrace down a little, then I'll be looking to get a good entry. Okay, I'll be looking to get a good entry so we can actually put, if I bring in a trend line this way, this is on the 15 minutes time frame. I'm looking at the lower time frame right here. Okay, so if I bring a trend line this way, yeah, so you can just be looking, for a bounce at this trend line. So once it comes and bounces at this trend line again, all right, you want to see how you can take that to the upside, guys. Okay, so if we come down this way, let's say we'll go and come back here again without breaking below this trend line. If it retest here and start going up, you should be looking at taking a trade to the upside. Okay, but right now you can actually take this trade if you want, but I'm not going to take this trade right now. I will only take a trade if we come back to the trend line again. Okay, so you can take this trade and target this previous high here at 1,255. Okay, 255. You can enter now and target that should give you around a 1 to 7 risk reward ratio, right? So target it 200 and 58, 259 or $260. That should be your take profit level. But right now, for me, what I would do is I'll wait for Ethereum for Bitcoin Cash to come back to this trend line again. So I'll be entering around $250, $251, and I'll take it up. But if you take this trade right now, it will still play out. Okay, if you take this trade right now, it will still play out. I see Bitcoin Cash getting to 257 and all of that. So if you take it right now, it will still play out for you. But I'm not in that trade already. I have a lot of trades pending on my account, so I want to clear some of those trades before I start looking at taking another trade. Okay, because this would have been a good entry for Bitcoin Cash right now. So let's see how that plays out. Okay, the next will be Doge. Let's look at Doge and yeah, I saw Doge when it went up to, I think over the weekend it went up to 0.008, right? 0.080 something, yeah, 0.08 something. So, and then it rejected from there. I have a lot. Okay, I've been monitoring Doge. I think I started trading it when it started, pumping and all of that. So yeah, look at that. So we actually went up this way. I was looking to cash Doge down then, but it didn't get, unfortunately for me, it didn't get up to that level. Okay, the 618 level, it didn't get there. But we went up this way, right, to around 0.082 and then dropped down to just rejected at just about the 618 level, right? This was yesterday, and when that pullback happened yesterday. So we had, this rejection at the 7.6 level, and then we started going up again. So for me, for long entry for Doge, okay, for long entry for Doge, I'm waiting for Doge to come back to that 618 level. That will be a proper entry for me, okay? That 618 level will be my entry to Doge, for Doge to the upside. All right, so if I'm entering Doge, I will just put my entry down there and I'll take Doge to that level. And if we break above this level, which is our resistance currently, then I see Doge going to 0.09, 0.1, and even up to 11, 15 cents and all of that. Okay, so currently this is what I am looking at. If Doge come down to this level of the 618 using the 200-day moving average as a support, okay, I'm going to take a trade to the upside. All right, so for Doge, I'm not doing anything right now. I'm just waiting. I will wait for Doge to play out, guys. I'll wait for Doge to play out. Okay, rushing into trades has taught me a lesson, so I will always want my trades to play out. Once it plays out, okay, I'll go ahead and take a trade accordingly. I don't want to start rushing into trade. This week is a gentle week for me, guys. Okay, so this week I'm going slow and steady. I don't want to start rushing into trade. I don't want to just sit down somewhere and just look at my phone and see that a coin is pumping and all of a sudden I will just enter the trade. Okay, those styles of strategy or whatever is showing me Pepe right now. So I want everything to play out and see how it goes. So for those of you who entered this token, the SVG token, if you did enter when I said you should enter, you should be in profit right now. Okay, you should be in profit right now. What you want to do is to make sure that you can trade that token again and again and again. That token can even be your breakfast this morning. Okay, so you can trade it again and again as it goes up to 510 I think 0.0051, 0.0052. You follow it up there. When it comes down, you bring it down. It goes up, you follow it, and all of that. So just pay attention to it. Stick to one token. In all of these tokens we're analyzing, okay, stick to one and let it play out. Just let it play out and trade it accordingly, okay? So for Doge, I'm looking at it coming down. I want to pick Doge from here and take it to the upside, guys. Then if you come back here, up here, if it rejects at that, 0.081, 0.082 again, I will take it down. Then if anything above this level, you should be looking at taking Doge to the upside. Okay, anything above this level, you should be looking at taking Doge to the upside. All right, so the next token, oh God, okay, more tokens are coming up in the comment section. I wanted to do this for just 30 minutes, guys, but I'll look at all the tokens before we call it a day. Okay, CTK USDT, CTK USDT. What's happening with that token? CTK USDT. Let's look at that pair and look at what is possible with that particular pair. Okay, while that is loading up, let me see if Bybit will be able to open up, and want to see the volume that is done on that token for the past 24 hours. Look at that, look at that, look at that. You know, some tokens will just pump and then it will be very difficult for them to reject. Some tokens will pump and it is very easy for them to reject. You see one massive candle will just, engulf every other thing. Like the SVG stuff, it doesn't want to come down. All right. Since I started pursuing this token, it doesn't want to come down. Okay, guys, for this particular token, for the CTK, I have a support down here. Okay, and currently we are heading towards that support level. So for this, we are going to be looking for sells. Okay, so I can go to lower time frame, and yeah, we're currently heading down to that support area. Okay, we are heading down to that support area. So what I want to do is I can wait for this to come down here, and I'll be picking a trade from down here up. Okay, I'll be picking a trade from down here up. If you go to lower time frame, like the 15 minutes time frame, okay, and then you want to short this token, you still have opportunity to short, but I don't see anything here. Okay, guys, don't enter this token and then all of a sudden it will reverse from the middle here and start going up. For me, my entrance will be here. So let me go back to that 1 hour time frame. Okay, my entrance for this token will be a long setup, and I'll be looking to pick this token from down here. Okay, I'll be looking to pick this token from down here and I'll take it up, guys. I'll be looking, this is exactly where I want to pick this token at around, when it comes to 56, anything between 55, 56 cents, okay? I'm taking that token and I can take it and ride that trend to the upside there, okay? So for CTK, this is exactly what I'm looking at, all right? I'll be looking to take this token down here and take it up there, all right? So Bybit is not opening. I don't know why. It's still loading in my network. Okay, so this is exactly what I'll be looking at for this particular token, and then I'll be taking it up to the upside. Okay, so if you want to take this token, trade this token, please, that is exactly what you should be looking at. All right, and then the next token is is it Pendle also? Okay, USDT. So let's look at that particular token and see what's possible. Guys, smash that like button, okay? Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button, all right? So for this particular token, and then if you don't have a Bybit account, go to the description of this video and sign up for Bybit, all right? All of our futures trading are done on Bybit. It's easier for us there, okay? So when you trade with me on Bybit and all of that, it's easier when you ask questions and all of that. It's easier for me to put you through. Okay, so for futures trading, use Bybit. You can use any other exchange for spot and all of that. All right, for this particular token, I will equally be looking for a long trade. I think, yeah, it's a newly listed token, so I will equally be looking for a long trade right now. So we don't have much data here, but for this particular token, it is a long setup for me, guys. It is a long setup. I wish this will open. Okay, it has opened. So let's look at the volume that is done for some of this token right now. Okay, I can see big on the list. I can see BSV on the list. Yesterday I saw it around 36. Was it 37, $38? Okay, for BSV right now is currently up there at 39. Sorry, the page is still loading. I'll come back there. But for this token, is a long, guys. Is a longest. So I'm going to long this token. That won't be valid. So I would have waited to pick that trade somewhere here because That is exactly where would have used as our support area. Okay, but you see that we rejected. Okay, let me use the Fibonacci retracement tool and see what I can get here. All right, so if we look at this area right now, so we just rejected at that 786 level. All right, the 786 level is the area we're rejecting from, and then we are close to the 618 level. So I want to see what I want to see right now is if I go ahead and plot, let's say we use here as a support. Okay, so if we use it as a support, for me to enter this trade, guys, if I must enter this trade, if I go to lower time frame, what I want to see play out, I see this going on, but right now there's a bit of hold up around this zone here. Okay, yeah, you can see that clearly on the 15 minutes time frame, guys. Okay, so on the 15 minutes time frame, when we started trending down, you see after consolidating here for a while, we pierced that way down, and then we took it down here. So for me, I want to wait for this token to consolidate and then return back to this area. So I'll be looking at entering a trade to the long side at around 70 cents. Okay, a trade to the upside at around 70 cents. Wait for this to play out because I see it rejecting at around this 73 cent area. It will reject here somehow, but if it breaks above this area, then that long trade could be a good setup for you to take to the upside. Okay, so what I'll be looking at is if I plot my trend line here, guys. If I bring in my trend line, let's take it from the week down there. Okay, I'll be taking that to the upside. Now, if we come back, right? Okay, let me take it from the body, not the week, so that we'll be able to get space. If I take it from the body, guys, no, just use this area, guys. Leave the trend line. Use this area as your setup. For me, I'm not going to enter this trade. I want to see a rejection around this area, and then I'll be taking a trade to the long side from this area. Anything around 70 cents, okay? 70 cents will be areas where I'll be taking trades to the upside. All right, for this trade, this is exactly what I'm looking at. So I'll add that to my watch list and pay attention and see how that plays out, okay? Let this come back down to this area and you'll be taking trades to this and from this area up to the upside. Okay, that is exactly what I am looking at for the pendulum USDT pair. Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Jero. Thank you for that compliment. All right, for Bitcoin Cash, can I still enter? Was there an entry for Bitcoin Cash? Let's look at that. Bitcoin Cash, where is it? I think it's on my watch list. The entering for Bitcoin Cash, I say let it come down, okay? Let Bitcoin Cash come down to, let it come down to, around 52, 50, 250, $253. If you did not enter then, please don't enter again, okay? Don't enter again, let it play out, all right? I see it coming up to that 57 level. So if you have not entered yet, please don't enter again. Okay, don't enter again, let it play out and come back to that level, and then wait to re-enter again once we come back to this trend line, okay? Wait to re-enter again once we come back to this trend line. But if you have not entered yet, please let it play out. The possibility of it getting to 58 is there, and then equally the possibility of it reversing from this area down is equally there. So if we come back again and reject from this trend line, we start breaking it to the downside. You want to start entering a trade at 252, okay, 250, 252 to the upside. All right, that is basically what I have for Bitcoin Cash. So if you have not entered already, I wouldn't advise you to go into it, except if it retraces down to that trend line and rejects it again, okay, then you can take it to the upside from there. All right, so you can wait for it to come back down to this level, okay, come back down to this level, and then you take it, let it come back down to the trend line again and you take it, okay? But for those who entered already, yeah, let it play out. Be looking at taking profit at 255, 258, 256, 257. Those are the areas we'll be looking at taking profit, guys. Okay, can you show us BTC on Binance? Should we go long or short? Well, I don't understand. Why will I go to Binance when I'm telling you to trade with Bybit? You're asking me to go to Binance. Why should I go to Binance? Can you give me one reason why I should go to Binance and go and show you how to long or short? Whatever course I give you, you can take it anywhere. Okay, you can take any course on any exchange you want. But for simplicity, for less fee and all of that, it is good you trade with Bybit, guys. Okay, it is good you trade with Bybit. All right. Okay, so go ahead and sign up for a Bybit account if you don't have one already. You can go to the description of these videos. Just go to the description of this video, and then down here you will see, the description. Click on show more. The first link here is to sign up for Bybit and all of that. Guys, the competition is still ongoing. Okay, the Bybit, trading competition is still ongoing. I still need more people to join my team, guys. Okay, I still need more people to join my team. Registration ends in 17 days, so you still have time to join. Okay, the raffle draw, I had one raffle stuff here yesterday, but I didn't win. You can win up to $1,000, right? You can win once you complete tax, you can win up to $1,000, and there is a Lamborghini. This Lamborghini can be yours. Okay, once you click on register, the link you would use to do this is, the second link here that says join my team now. Click on it, it brings you to this page. Okay, once you click on register, go ahead and join my team, guys. It will bring you register, and then you join my team. Once you join my team and you do up to, you see the registration button, just click on register now and you're good to go. Once you join my team, guys, you can be the winner. Once you do up to 30,000 in trading volume, guys, you can be the winner of the Rolex watch, you can be the winner of the Lamborghini and all of that. Okay, just imagine that Lamborghini is worth $500,000 or maybe 200, $300,000, and then you're a lucky winner. That will change your story for life, guys. That will change your story for life. So take advantage of this, okay? Trading competitions are one of those opportunities we use in making money in this space. When you do copy trading, there is a reward for you. When you do, trades, there are certain volumes, and then the PNLs, all of those are counted, okay? And then you get some reward for yourself, guys, okay? So, yeah, you see why I say you shouldn't enter Bitcoin Cash right now. So wait for it. If it pulls back down to this trend line and it rejects it again, then that will be your good, that will be a good entry for you. Okay, that will be a good entry for you. All right. Well, for BTC, I say this: you should wait for it to play out. Okay, it is not either a long. For me personally, it's not a long, it's not a short. So wait for it to play out either of this direction that I've given here. Wait for it to come down to around 20, to this level of 29. Let it load up. Let me show you what I was. So currently, we are consolidating within 15 minutes. I'm looking at this on the 15 minutes. So what I have some drawings here that I want to. So let me be this level, guys. This is the 15 minutes time frame. I'll wait for a break of this level to the downside. Okay. All right. So if we break this level, guys, if we break this level here, below, okay, anything below here from 29,300 or thereabout, you can take BTC 29,100. Okay, take it down to 29,100. But if we break above this way, then you should be looking at taking BTC to around 29,600, 29,700, and all of that. So the setup I have here, I'm not in any trade right now. Neither am I saying you should enter a trade right now. So wait for it. A break above. If I go to higher time frame, you should see a better picture. Okay, that I've painted here. I told us currently that BTC is just consolidating within this area, guys. Okay, so you see this area are my areas of interest, guys. All right, so BTC is within this 29 to that 29,600, 29 to 29,600. Okay, so you want to wait. Currently we are just in the middle. All right, we are just in the middle. If you go to like the 1 hour time frame, you should see a clearer picture. We are just in the middle. All right, between this bar, this zone that I drew here, and then this zone here, we are just in the middle. So if we come and reject at 29,600 or 29,700, if we reject it, take it down. Then if you come back to 29, okay, $29, $30, $29, $80 or thereabout, and we reject from this area, you want to take it up. Okay, I'm not in any trade right now. That is exactly what I would have wanted you to do. That is what I'm going to do if you are going to be trading that particular trade. Okay, if you are going to be trading BTC right now. Okay, all right. So TRS for Tron. Let's look at TRS. Do I have that on my watch list? Let's look at TRX. TRX USDT, TRX USDT. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Freeborn. Good morning, Franklin. All of you, thank you for joining the show. I hope you had a profitable weekend. I hope you had a profitable weekend. Okay. Pepper was actually peppering me very well over the weekend. Pepper, and it's still peppering me right now. Look at this. CRS, what is sudden dump? Can you imagine? What's happening? Why the sudden dump? Why the sudden dump? Okay, guys. On the 200-day moving average, on the daily time frame, okay, we are currently at this my trend line, guys. We are currently at this my trend line. What is happening? Okay, so there is actually a resistance this area, and then we have that week up there, right? So we just had that week up there, and then ever since then, this has been rejected. So for now, for me, I don't know why we are having this massive um, pull back to the downside. I don't know, so I can't say until I find out. Okay, until I find out why this token is dumping, I'm not going to enter any trade. But anything below that trend line, anything below this trend line, if this breaks below this trend line without rejecting from here, then you should be looking at taking a trade up till it gets to the 200-day moving average. Maybe if it breaks this trend line, you should be looking at your target should be following the trend until you get up to 0.071. Okay, I don't know why we had this massive pullback here, right? So we rejected from there, came back there, consolidated for a while, and then what I want to see on this particular token is for it to reject here, okay, and then maybe consolidate and come back to this area before it finally pulls back, right? If that happens, then you should be looking at taking a long trade from here, okay? If it happens, if this rejection happens, okay, take a long trade and then just target this area here, put a stop loss below. But anything below this, okay, anything below this, you should be looking at taking a trade from this zone down here, okay, to the downside, guys. And then you can target up to the 200-day moving average, which will be where this will actually respect if it goes down to that level, okay? So for TRA, I don't know why it's dumping. I will look at it later and see exactly why this is dumping. If I see that there's any legit reason why it is dumping, then I will not be looking for a long trade. I will always be looking, even if it rejects here, I'll come and enter here and reject, take it back to the downside, okay? I don't know why this, because I was hoping that this deal would have pulled maybe to around 10 cents or thereabout, but we started rejecting just right there, okay? This could just be a rejection, maybe a pullback, and then it continues that upward movement. I don't know yet, guys, okay? But right now, this rejection is, you know, there's something fishy somewhere, okay? Something fishy somewhere. But let's see if we reject that area, okay? If we can reject that area, remember this area here is area of interest. So I can bring my tool here, all right? Which is exactly where we are seated right now, okay? That's exactly where we are seated. So this area, we're looking at taking a trade to the upside. Okay, if we reject at that area of 0.78078 or thereabout, be looking at taking a trade to the upside. Okay, so yeah, for TRS, I don't know this dump. I have not been paying attention to this token, so I don't know why it's dumping. But yeah, if we reject from this area, you can go to lower time frame and start looking for your entries from those areas and take it to the upside. Okay, yeah, from anything from this area, we're currently seated right now. Anything, okay, let's say we'll consolidate for a while and then take it up. You are taking this trade to the upside, okay? All right, so I have two people who are willing to register on Bybit. How do we go about it? Yeah, let them go and register. How do we go about it? How do you mean? Let them register. You want them to register with my link? Go to the description of the video. Okay, the first link here, you can share the video with them. Let them go to the description of the video. Use that first link to register. Okay, for Bybit account. If that is exactly what you want, okay. If that is exactly what you want, let them register with my link. You are not an affiliate, so Bybit, you may not be getting anything from registering them with your referral link. Okay, highest Bybit will give you like trading bonus and all of that. But if you want them to register with my bonus, with my link, you can tell them to register with that. They have bonuses that are attached to that. But if you want to use your referral link, you're free to do that as well. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Uh, Franklin. Franklin, right? Yeah, Franklin, you're welcome to the live show, guys. Okay, yeah, guys. Litecoin, we already looked at Litecoin. Okay, Franklin, if you join late, we already looked at Litecoin. and I say wait for a rejection and then enter that trade. Okay. I'll look at Litecoin again. Okay. I'll look at Ape, and then we'll call it a day here. Okay. Ape from YMC multimedia. All right. So we'll look at all of those two tokens right now, and then we'll call it a day from here. So for Litecoin, let's look at what I have here on Litecoin right now. Remember, Litecoin having is in few this okay. Next month we are entering next month tomorrow, right? So Litecoin having will be 2 weeks in the next 2 3 weeks or thereabout. Okay. So for Litecoin, I said wait for it. What was the setup I had here? Okay, what was the setup I had here, guys? Did I even look at Litecoin today? Yes, I did. Yes. So I said we rejected from the 786 level, and currently we are between the 618 level and all of that. Okay, so for me, I'll be looking for long trade, long entry for after a pullback. Okay, I'll be waiting for a pullback to happen. You see, when this happened, okay, we had this massive rejection at that level, but once this happened, let's say this is our 618 level, which is around $93, right? If we have a rejection at this $93, which is this area here, this area is our support area right now. Okay, this is serving as our support area. So a rejection from this area will be taking Litecoin to the upside. So anything around $93, okay, or even 93 point something, okay, I'm taking this to the upside, and I'll be targeting 94, 95 up to $112, right? Up to $112. So currently we are using this area as a support. So if this red candle comes in here and reject from here, I'm looking at taking this trade to the upside. I'm looking at taking Litecoin to the upside. Okay, that is exactly what the setup I'm looking at for Litecoin. Okay, OP is pumping. OP is pumping, and I think I'm in a trade for OP. I wonder why every other token is pumping, and then currently we're above our resistance level, I guess. Every other token is pumping, and Pepe doesn't want to pump. Look at that just now. Okay, yeah. Currently this candle is breaking above that barrier. Remember, we've been using this area as our resistance. I think I have some drawing on OP here. Yeah. So I have currently we are above that resistance level, right? We are above that resistance level. So if this candle closes above that area, then wait for it to go, come retest it, and then you're looking for long setup. Okay. OP is currently above the 200-day moving average. So I see OP going to maybe $2, $3, and all of that. But for now, for me, setup we're looking for is, wait for a retest, and then we take it. That is, if we don't pull back, to this area, back to this zone again of $150, $160. If we don't come back to this zone again, we are looking to take a trade, looking at longing a trade to the upside. Okay, looking at longing this trade to the upside. But I see OP rejecting at around $180 something or thereabout. Okay, so for OP is a long setup for me. So if I go to lower time frame, I'll be looking for a pullback to this level here. Okay, so yeah, if we come back to this level, right? If we come back to this level here, let's say we'll come back down to 166 or thereabout, you should be looking at taking a trade to the long side, guys. You should be looking at taking a trade to the long side for the OP token. Okay, that's exactly what I'm looking at. So I want to wait for this to play around, come back here, reject from this area, and then take it up. But if we come back and break below the 200-day moving average again, then it means that this move is no longer valid. All right. So we went to around 7, 8, and then we started rejecting from that area. So if we break below that area, it means that the move is no longer valid. So every other token is pumping except Pepe. I don't know why. See why I don't like trading some of this, some of this cheat token. Let's look at Ape USDT. Okay, Ape USDT. Let's look at Ape USDT. So I have a chart here. Litecoin and Sol. Okay, I just talked about Litecoin, so we'll come back to Solana after this particular token. Okay, after this particular token. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, welcome. If you just entered, you're welcome to the show. Okay, welcome. Open OBO. You're welcome. Okay, so for Ape, yeah, look at this token. What's happening? Yeah. What's happening? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, for Ape, let's look at this area here. Okay, So that's going to be our support there. And then we can use a trend line as our resistance from this zone down there. So this trend line can serve as our resistance up there. All right. So yeah. Okay, so for Ape, for me, it's going to be a long setup. All right, it all depends on what you're looking for. If you want to wait for a break of the trend line, okay, for more confirmation, if you want to wait for a break of the trend line for more confirmation, you can wait for that. But if this token pulls back down to this area of 1.86, okay, it is going to be a long setup. So if I'm to look at this token, it will just be a long setup, looking at picking a trade from here and then to the upside. Okay, and this all depends on how BTC plays at the close of this month, and then how we take it up to the upside. Okay, if BTC pumps, I see all of this token pumping, because currently this token is sitting at a support right now. It means that anything that will make this token to reverse from here is going to go up. All right, so around $2 or thereabout and all of that. So I'll be waiting to enter this trade at around 1.86, and then put my stop loss just below in case it breaks below this, right? Because if it breaks below this, then you should be looking at taking it down. But right now we are sitting at that support. So 1.86 will be my entry level for this particular token. Okay, so 1.86 will be my entry level to the upside for that particular token. All right, then for the Solana USDT, let's look at what we currently have on Sol. I think that will be the last token that I'll be looking at. Currently, we are still seated at that 200-day moving average, guys. We are still seated above this 200-day moving average. So for Solana, for Sol, yeah, we are currently coming to that trend line. Remember the setup we had here. These ones are no longer valid. So let's remove all of these. These setups are no longer valid. Yeah. So right now we were just close to that trend line. Okay, I told us anything around $23, 23.2, $23.1. You should be looking at taking a trade to the upside. So for me, currently, look at this area we're consolidating. Okay, a few days ago. So we were just look at the area I drew here for Solana, right? So we're consolidating within this area, and eventually we broke below it. Okay, we broke below it, but we didn't get to that trend line. So if you are going to be longing Solana right now, you can look at wait for Solana to play out, maybe come back down to this area again. I'm looking at that $23, 23.4, 23.5, or thereabout to long this token. Okay, so we rejected at 23.44. So we wait for it to come back down again, and we take a trade to the upside. Okay, we take a trade to the upside, because if you look at my Fibonacci retracement tool, which I drew a few days ago on the higher time frame, let's look at where currently we are just below. Okay, I drew this from up, so I was waiting that we'll reject from this area where we rejected from. So if this comes back down again to this trend line, guys, it will come back and reject from this trend line. So you should be looking at entering a trade to the long side at 23.4 or even 23.3. If you get to that low, if you get that low, 23.4, 23.5, you should be looking at taking a trade to the upside. Okay, so I'll wait for Solana to play out. If it plays out and come to that area, I'm taking a trade to the upside. Okay, yeah, guys. So that is exactly what I'm currently looking at for the Sol USDT token. Okay, that is exactly what I'm looking at for Sol USDT token. So yeah, let it play out and then follow it accordingly. Okay, let it play out and follow it accordingly. Another token that you should enter for long right now. Okay, some of these altcoins are pumping while some are dumping. Another one at a very resistance level, which I'm currently looking at, is the Lado. Okay, is the Lado token. Look at that. Okay, currently we are back to that level. Remember this, the setup I had before was around 1.89, and I think 1.88 or thereabout. So yeah, if you had a limit order, that would have triggered. But for now, for Lado, is a long setup for me, guys. It's a long setup for me. So you can wait to pick a trade down there. Okay, if we touch this area of 1.86 again, you can wait to take a trade to the upside, and then your first target will be around 1.95, and then 1.99 up to $2, and you keep targeting like that up to whatsoever profit that you want for yourself. Okay, guys, so that is basically all of the summary that I have for you guys today. Look at all the tokens that we've looked at together, and then decide which of the token you want to trade. Okay, decide which of the token you want to trade. If you want to trade OP, wait for it to to play out. It has been pumping and all of that. So you want to wait for a pullback to around this zone, okay? You want to wait for a pullback to around this zone, this area here, and then a rejection from here to the upside will be you taking a trade to the upside and all of that, okay? So that is exactly all of the setup I have for you guys today. Please make this week count, all right? Make this week count. Make it a profitable week. Don't take reckless decision, okay, so that you don't blow off your account. Our target is to move $100 to $1,000. I don't know how many of you have achieved that, okay, but I have some losing trade recently that is actually holding me back, okay. I have some losing trade recently that is holding me back, but hopefully, if all of the trades, pending trades I have now close in profit, definitely that target would have been hit already. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys this morning. Make sure that you look at the market. Don't rush and take decisions. All right, don't rush and take decisions so that you don't get taken out of the market. Before you know it, you start losing money, guys. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining up today. All right, make sure you smash that like button before you leave the live stream. See you guys again tomorrow. The live stream tomorrow will be by 7:15 a.m. So make sure you are there. If you are not on the Telegram group, go to the description of this video. The second link, the third link there, okay, or the fourth link that will be to join the Telegram group. All right. So use the third link, the fourth link there to join us on Telegram. Okay, and take all the signals that are sent there daily, guys. All right. So that is it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.